Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing a StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh, yeah. Coming with another wonderful episode of Sort of Specials, Sort of Talk Shop. We're here to talk about New York Comic-Con 2018. There's been some cool news to drop, some trailers, some information and stuff. And we figured we'd run it down a little bit and talk about it as well. But this is a special episode. I am right beside, if you rode with me from the beginning, this dude right here is like the other voice in the very first episode, Avery Evans from Choppin' It Up Geek. What's up, man?
What up, man? We out here on this on the left coast for a little bit, real quick.
Man, this dude just Choppin' Up Geek, WRIR, great show, tons of interviews, tons of traveling. This dude goes to like tons of cons. How many cons did you go to this year?
Well, this year it'll only be 2. If you count the Adult Swim Festival, that'd be 3 now. I did Baltimore Con last year, then I did a Kuwait Comic Con while I was in Kuwait.
All right, cool. See, international on that joint. Now, we will talk about Adult Swim Fest for a little bit because I want to know kind of what it's like from firsthand because this dude goes to cons and festivals all the time. But we are here to get New York Comic Con out the way. So first, we're going to talk about that Aquaman. Yo, that Aquaman trailer / clip or whatever. How you feeling about it?
I like it. I just wish they don't show everything. I'm of the old school where less is more for me. It makes me more attracted to the film. Well, I'm glad they showed that chase scene.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. It was cool looking and all of that. But I liked it. I mean, I liked it. I just wish I didn't see it because I would like.
Because now you're kind of scared that that'll be the best stuff.
Well, no, I don't think it's the best stuff, but it's just I like to be surprised. Less is more. The more intrigue I have going into a movie, the better. But everything I saw looked good. Like the first trailer, I was good with that. Yeah. The first trailer, I was good till the movie came out.
I was like, the funny thing is, I saw the Aquaman trailer and I was like, yo, man, they got something. I think we're going to be good. You know what I'm saying? People mad at Justice League, but I think we're going to be good. They dropped this. I was like, bruh, yo.
I mean, both.
Yo, I seen that chasing Black Manta jumping out of just wow. I was just like, yeah, we got a real fight. We got a real chasing. People getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? And it's fake hurt, so it's okay for them to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? People get hurt. All the stuff under the water looks cool. Got Dolph Lundgren up in the spot.
Dolph Lundgren's in there?
Yeah, you ain't see him. He was in like the earlier scenes underwater, but you see the mom, and
he
then
must have been like a commander or something for the general,
like
general for the army.
Yeah, he was like a commander or something.
Commander for the army.
But seeing him at the end with the suit, it looks official, yo. It does. It don't look corny. It don't look corny. Thank you, God, that it doesn't look corny.
Well, I didn't think it ever was going to look corny because, technology's come a long way.
Well, yeah, but sometimes it doesn't really play well.
One thing about DC movies, all of their special effects, for the most part, since they've been doing movies to me from the early 2000s on, their special effects are always on point. Like Superman Returns.
Yeah, Superman Returns.
Like the storyline might not have been good, but the special effects was on point.
Yeah.
Batman, on point. Superman, Man of Steel, on point. Excuse me.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
Even the Oscar award winning Suicide Squad.
Why are you doing that, yo? You wrong. Let's not throw no shade out. We try not to throw shade out.
It has a real Oscar. It's a real Oscar.
It got an Oscar for what?
For I think makeup. I think it was makeup. Let us know in the comments, but I believe it was makeup.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard a Marvel movie getting an Oscar.
Ooh.
Everyone always finds the negative in something.
Nah, but honestly, out of the 5 movies they've dropped, I've liked 3 of them, and I think this is going to be number 4. I think we're turning the corner. I like Man of Steel. I like Wonder Woman, and I do like Justice League on a surface level.
Yeah, I like Justice League too.
Suicide Squad to me is
potential, but
is empty calories. It's kind of like you eat it and you're like, I shouldn't really ate this. Like that's what I feel about Suicide Squad. I like the people in Suicide Squad. Don't like the movie they're in. I think that's a better. But yeah, Aquaman. I think we turning around. I think we good.
Well, I like Aquaman because I actually started reading Aquaman. Like I was reading some of the Peter David stuff when he had the hook. And he had the beard.
Yeah, when he had to take his arm off.
He had the beard too.
Oh yeah, he went rustic on that joint.
So with him being with Jason Momoa and Momoa having the beard, I'm like,
you was like, word.
Yeah. And then I read the second series that came after that. He got rid of the beard and he had like a water magical hand instead.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I was reading that, and then things got weird when DC did Infinite Crisis and did the 1 year later thing, because then they replaced him with this young Aquaman. It was the same series, but it just changed. But I've always respected the character. I really got introduced to him when Wizard did like this Justice League special.
Oh, okay,
like the little special.
Taking it back on you with that Wizard.
That thing came out, I was in high school, so like we talking about between 98 and 2001, and they highlighted Aquaman, and the Aquaman in the league at the time was the Peter David one with the
the illest. He had that hook hand.
But then it turned into a cybernetic hook where it could turn into a cybernetic hand, so it could go hook or hand. And then it also expanded upon his powers too, and that the blonde haired ones in his the lineage. They tended to go evil. And they also had like some extra abilities versus regular Atlanteans.
Word.
And they established Aquaman as pretty strong. He's almost up there with Superman.
Yeah, he's
almost because of him living under the pressures of the ocean and all that. Yeah. I think Aquaman gets a bad rap from Super Friends.
Yeah, but it's like, it's trying to turn that around. We done with that. That new Aquaman, that's that flavor.
I thought he did well, you saw on Justice League, he was going heads up with the bad guy, Steppenwolf.
Yeah. So that plus all those effects from underwater look beautiful. Man, I am really ready for this. And we only got like a month, right? We got like a little bit less than a month or a little bit over.
It come out November or December?
It comes out November something. I can't remember. But it's, man, from the underwater stuff to Black Manta, knowing that we might get a little Aqualad. I don't know, but we might.
Let's not get too greedy. let's just establish Aquaman at first. Movies don't do well when they introduce too much stuff at once.
True. I'll reel it in.
That never Superman.
I'll reel it in. But I'm excited, man. I think we got some dope stuff coming. Just impressive on a whole nother level that I didn't like. The first trailer, I was like, yeah, okay, I think we're gonna be good. But now I'm like, we're set. We're solid. This movie is locked. We're good. We ain't got nothing to worry about no more.
Yeah, I just wonder how they do some of the underwater scenes.
Word.
And then, because James Cameron's supposed to be filming whenever they bring out the next Avatars underwater and breaking the game. Changing the game up.
He gonna flip it on us.
I'm just ready to see it, and not just the underwater scenes, it's the backgrounds. Like with the creatures, the designs of the city,
definitely. Yeah.
The cities underwater.
And even like the lights, the bioluminescence and all that.
Yeah, so that looks good too. It doesn't look cheesy. So I really like that.
Man, I'm pleased. I'm very pleased, and we're here. You know what I'm saying? We are here. We're ready. We got some good stuff going on. Now, next up, we got another trailer that warmed my heart. Good Omens. Good Omens is dropping on Amazon Prime. It has this kind of like buddy road trip kind of feel with, of course, an angel and a demon trying to stop Armageddon. I was digging it. I think it's just offbeat enough to be fun and not take itself too seriously while tying itself with, kind of like the trains, planes, and automobiles type feel of hanging out with the angel and a demon. You know what I'm saying? I was really digging it, and the main actor.
Well, I know both.
Yeah.
Well, the demon, that's David Tennant, I think. Of what do you call
Doctor
it?
Who
Doctor
fame.
Who fame.
Yeah.
I've never seen Doctor Who, but then he was in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
He was one of the bad guys.
It was also Jessica Jones.
The arch villain.
Purple Man. Then you got homie from Masters of Sex, and you also said he was from Tron too.
Yeah,
so
he played the main werewolf in the Underworld series. I think that is him.
He was the one when they went back in time or something, or Lucian or whatever.
I mean, he was in the first movie.
Oh, he was?
Remember, the third one was the prequel.
Yeah. So dude, they both got dope pedigree, and the way they're just playing this, I'm like, this is gonna be fun. Unfortunately, it's on Amazon. I can't pay for everything. All right, we're gonna get to that later in the site. We're gonna get to the later. We can't pay for everything. All right, put everything on one thing. All right, we can't have Hulu and Netflix and Stars and HBO and DC Universe and Disney. And look, all right, one thing. All right, stop spreading stuff around.
That's
one thing, man. One.
I'm just saying.
Like, they ain't trying to share no money.
Pandora's box has been opened and it's not going to be closed.
And like, they ain't trying to share none of that. Man, but I do think it's dope, especially finding out that Neil Gaiman is involved. I'm like, yo, I'm cool.
Yeah, when he comes to that mysticism, he's pretty good at that.
Yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing. Yeah. On the comic book side, they had Aftermath, coming from Chuck Wendig, Aftermath, Shadow of Vader. Or Shadows of Vader. I think it's Shadow of Vader. And it kind of from the point of view of people that were affected by Vader after the second Death Star goes down. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's
You mean Return of the Jedi?
Yeah. So this is based after that.
So is this kind of like a segue tie-in to Force Awakens, kind of, sort of?
Nah, because it's supposed to be like right after, like the aftermath. So like directly, picking up the pieces and all that. I don't know how I feel about it because I wasn't a big fan of the Aftermath book. I've tried to go back to it twice and it just isn't.
Are you talking about the first book they brought out for Star Wars?
Yeah, the Aftermath. Because there's two Aftermath books, I believe.
That was the red, white, and blue book, right?
Yeah, the first one.
They had too much world building in it, or character building.
Yeah, it was. I just wasn't. I don't know, man. I'll try to get in the Aftermath again maybe one day, but I tried. I wasn't feeling it. I tried it at home, the audiobook. Then I tried it on an airplane because I was like, I ain't literally got nothing to do. And it was still kind of boring to me. I don't know. So with Chuck Wendig, I don't know how this comic book is going to play out, but maybe a different medium might do this well. Also seeing the point of view of how Vader shaped other people's lives, whether in the rebellion or in the Empire, might be kind of cool. It might be a cool take. You know, it's just, Aftermath put a bad taste in my mouth. But on the flip side, the Vader comic book is at flames. It's like, if you're reading that Vader comic book right now, the first one or the current one, they both got fire. Mm. They both got some straight up fire. Definitely worth reading. Now, on a slide tip, right now, what are you reading? Because I know you read way more than I do. Or at least definitely more the big two than I do.
I'm just trying to get acclimated to being back.
Well, yeah.
I picked up, it's some new Crisis of, it's basically like showing the superheroes.
Heroes Crisis or Heroes in Crisis?
Yeah, Heroes in Crisis.
Okay, cool.
I picked up the first issue of that actually Wednesday. I got that. I haven't had a chance to read it because I just wanted to see what it's about. And the tagline was "Even Heroes Hurt," so they're dealing with something big that happened that affects them, and it almost sounds like they're coming from like a psychological standpoint, like they're going to counseling for something that happened.
Yeah, because the only thing I know about Heroes Crisis or Heroes in Crisis is that there is like a Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman set up this kind of like counseling place for heroes to go when they're not feeling good, when their mind isn't right. And something goes wrong where people end up dead, and that's all I know. It's I guess sort of a murder mystery, sort of.
I guess it's following the world because a lot of people have being more open with mental illness and mental health.
It's a good opportunity to kind of like open that door.
Follow suit.
Yeah, good chance to kind of open that door and see kind of how people feel. So I guess it's alright.
Other things too. I picked up this stuff came out while I was overseas, so I'm a little behind the times. But the Star Trek Discovery stuff, and they got a little ongoing mini-series going on.
Oh, see, I didn't know about that.
And they had the Star Trek Discovery Annual that came out around about May or June. They held them to copy that for me.
Wow.
And I got 3 Star Trek Next Generation miniseries to read. It's the Mirror, In the Mirror Darkly, and then it's Through the Mirror, I think. There's like a sequel, and then there's a third one that's out now where our normal universe, Enterprise D, Picard's crew comes back, but someone from the Mirror universe stowed away, and they got to deal with the repercussions of that. Other than that, I need to go catch up on Walking Dead, because that was one thing that I regularly collected. And they ended Bitch Planet, so I'm trying to figure out what happened with that, and then catch up on Sex Criminals. But like now with the big 2, they don't really be having much that be attracting me like that.
All right.
I wanted to check out the rest of the Doomsday Sanction storyline. I think that's what it's called. The Doomsday Clock.
Okay, yeah.
With DC, but they bring out every 2 months. And then I wanted to go back and the Doomsday Clock, and that was basically it right there. I'm more catching just. I picked up a bunch of stuff at Baltimore Comic Con.
That you haven't even gotten a chance to like read. Yeah, word.
Because I was preparing to come out here. It was kind of last minute coming out here, but
yeah, word up. And we'll get to a whole, the whole Adult Swim Fest in a second. Now, since you touched on Star Trek, we'll jump to that. Star Trek Discovery got a new trailer. That's right, that's season 2 coming back at you. You got I like the series.
I'm laughing at you a little bit.
Why?
Because you was you even made a GIF and put it on my page.
Oh, I did?
You're like, they think these people gonna be getting these subscriptions like that, and you were like,
oh nah, they ain't getting no subscriptions.
But mad people supported it. I don't know if a lot of people bought subscriptions. No, they did. I know mad people who see. This is what a lot of people did.
Well, I know CBS gave away a lot of subscriptions too.
But I know a lot of people got subscriptions, and then after the mid-season break,
canceled it.
I think they canceled it. Some of them did,
and they got back.
But they couldn't just have it for a month because it came out weekly.
Oh.
But I don't talk to my friend who has it because she watched
CBS be getting you, boy.
Hey, that was smart. Or they he would have had the biggest increase in subscription buying and the biggest drop within in 30 days.
They were like, yo, man, let's go and binge this up. They'd be like, we out tomorrow. Be like, look, you can charge me $2 for watching that whole series. So they knew better.
I know a lot of my friends who did get the all access and got it.
Oh, and just kept it.
I don't know. My friend, she was talking about it in the car the other night when we went to go see Venom. I have to ask her if she kept her subscription or if she canceled it or not.
All right, cool. Well,
but I don't really hear about them adding other shows.
I know they have some Twilight Zone coming, and that's all I know. I know they have other original content, but for me, it seems like they got Twilight Zone coming, and that's pretty much it. But on the Star Trek,
the Trek shorts, a new one that just came out Thursday, like the little short Trek episodes. And then, of course, later on down the line, I don't know what the launch date is. Of course, you got the Picard Continues series.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. It's, for me, I'm digging the new trailer. We're getting some more mythology, which I love, the whole thing with the Red Angel. We're getting an interesting look at Spock with the whole beard, bearded up. That's right, bearded up.
Like, the best, Spock had a...
He had that
gold tee in the Mirror universe, but this one's coming hippie style. Yeah. Like, he looks like a freaking hippie. Like, he's been on a commune somewhere.
He been on them sex communes.
Nah, he just looks like on a commune smoking Vulcan weed or something.
Having that logical love.
He's trying to get that next plane of logic, and he's smoking weed to get to that existence. And taking peyote and dropping acid.
Oh, man. But yeah,
I'm joking.
Michael looks dope.
Just him with a beard looks.
It's just funny.
A hipster. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just funny. But Michael looks dope. I like the fact that we're getting some mythology. It looks like we're getting into some more weird stuff too. Like and I've said many times, you guys have heard me on the show say, there's something about sci-fi that should just be weird. Something about sci-fi that should be just weird, off center. And I think we're getting some weird stuff in this one. Of course, there's some more danger to be had. There's always some more danger right around the corner.
It looked like the Klingons were evolving a little bit because you saw a quick click of a Klingon and it was like, wait, they look kind of like the Klingons we know.
Yeah, so...
from the movies.
Yeah, so it's... I'm wondering if there's going to be like a different sect, or maybe they're evolving, or whatever it is. And we got Giorgio, the bad Giorgio, but I guess the kind of okay Giorgio now. I still wouldn't trust her any further than I could throw her, but she looking good though. I'm saying she hit that strut. She hit that strut. She was like, "I'm pleased to be here," or whatever. She hit that strut. I was like, hashtag.
I just don't know if you can fully trust somebody from the mirror universe. I mean,
you can never trust her.
Later on in Deep Space Nine, you trusted them because the humans were down and out. They were enslaved, so you could kind of trust most of them unless they were like defectors, or traitors themselves.
I don't think you can ever trust Giorgio. I think you can have, I don't know, I guess missions and interests that align, but I don't know if you can ever trust.
Now,
fully,
I'm
Giorgio.
speaking from a place of ignorance. I've only seen the first episode of season 1.
I thought you caught up later. Okay.
No,
so he doesn't know the other stuff.
No, I know about the mirror universe and all that. Like, there was no way to keep that secret from me.
Yeah, but I mean, still seeing it is different than someone telling you.
So I know what some of it was going on, but it's just like, I'm speaking from ignorance, but I'm basing off of my history with the mirror universe.
Yeah,
like you can't trust some of them unless they're like on the other side, like for sure.
Yeah,
not that I'm saying there aren't good people in the mirror universe, but
there ain't no good people in the universe. No. Oh, also straight up, since we talk about it, CBS. I hollered at all the episodes last season, reviewed them all, liked them. I was hard, firm, but fair. Holla at your boy, get you on your channel. I can hook y'all up, give y'all them reviews. Stop playing. I'm just saying, stop playing. But anyway, back.
Last thing I want to say, once again, special flex.
Yeah, definitely. You feel like I'm getting a sense of adventure, a sense of stakes, some deeper mythology with this Red Angel. I'm down, man. You bring back an old semi-villain, and I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? This show was better than I expected it to be. And now I'm all in. It shouldn't be behind a paywall. I'm going to continue to stand by that. It should not. I don't care.
What do you mean by behind a paywall?
It shouldn't be on CBS All Access. It should be free on cable for people to see free.
Cable's not free.
Not cable, on network. Yeah. The CBS network, it should be free for all of us to watch.
When you put it on behind a paywall, CW. See, it just wouldn't belong on CBS.
Yeah, it wouldn't. But I mean, at least we could watch it, and it wouldn't. We wouldn't have to pay.
Almost they part in CW, so
that's
like the sci-fi.
As long as it's
title. So
as long as it's free, I really don't care what channel it's on. Just stop making people pay $9 for one TV show. All right, that's what I'm saying. Stop it. All right, CBS, you're getting too greedy. All right, get to the needy.
You can't talk like that. You just asked them to have you review, and then you said what you just said. They're gonna be like, this dude, for real?
Yeah, I can review it. Don't mean they gotta be people gotta be paying $9 for it.
You know them big wigs are not thinking, he's talking trash about us.
We're not.
You wouldn't make a good company, man.
We don't like you. We're like, look, hey, stop playing. Good show, but stop playing. Stop playing with your money. All right, so on the since we handled Star Trek, I do want to step into some animation stuff. We got Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Old girl came out, little animation announcement trailer, if you will. What do you think? And hit us up in the comments about Harley Quinn essentially being DC's Deadpool. Because it looks like that's kind of what they're setting her up as.
No, don't say that.
I mean, that's the flavor you got. Let's be honest. That's the flavor from that.
Well, this is why
it had Deadpool's flavor written all over.
No,
the references to other comics, the references to themselves, kind of making light of DC, even clowning Deadpool's animated series. Like they definitely are going for that flavor. That kind of fourth wall breaking.
If they are
kind of dirty mouth kind of feel. And I'm down for it. I don't know, is this going to work for them? Or is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea?
Well, I just hope they keep with the tenets of the character. Not that I'm saying it got to be the original character,
but kind of like the themes and the feel natural for the character, I guess.
See, Harley,
she is crazy.
I mean, yeah, you interacted with her a lot on animated series.
Yeah.
Then they just had a Batman Harley
movie. Yeah.
I read some of the original Harley Quinn comic book, the first one that ever came out back in the early 2000s. So they don't need to go piggyback off of Deadpool. Just go off of what she is.
Yeah.
But if they do that, I think I would have to see it. But I wouldn't. I feel don't mimic Marvel. Like, to me, the way they did that commercial, that was cool. But I feel like that was more for advertising purposes.
Okay.
I don't think the cartoon.
You don't think it's going to be like that? See, I'm thinking it's going to be kind of. It looks like they're trying to strike a balance between Deadpool humor and kind of the gumball, Adventure Time, referential, like Batman sliding down and saying something, and then you have Poison Ivy like, it's gonna be dumb, like nobody's gonna watch this, like that. And I do think it's got a flavor to it, and I'm not mad at it. I just don't know, is there a place for it? Because I'm not mad at it, but I'm also not. I'm not hardcore Harley Quinn. I'm like, yo, I think she's cool, but I know there's some people out there that are diehard. Harley needs to be this way, that way, blah, blah, blah. Is this a good look for DC as a whole?
We'd have to go see how the real episode is, because I feel like that trailer was just built to entice people to come in, so they were talking like that.
Yeah,
I can see her character's the way it is, and I see it like that. And Poison Ivy, you can see her kind of like that a little bit, but I know animated series was different. Poison Ivy had a little more lively personality.
Yeah.
They almost had on like that semi-goth.
Yeah, she was like Daria up in the joint.
Yeah, depressed, dark type persona. But you gotta wait and see on it. But I hope they weren't trying to, spark up some Deadpool, because they're totally different characters to me.
Yeah, it's weird. I think they share a similar energy, but not the same, if that helps. No, like they're both kind of like wild and crazy, but they're different in how they deliver the crazy.
The closest
if that helps.
The Deadpool to me really is like the Creeper. Kind of a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Like how they had the Creeper a little bit, because he was talking to kind of like the third wall, if I recall correctly. Harley Quinn is just like a female version of the Joker, but more, I don't want to say female version, but like she's twisted like him, but not as bad, but can go there if she needs to. Yeah. I don't get that same thing from Deadpool.
Yeah, I'd say you could probably, and you don't ever want to do this, but if you were to trust one or the other, I would trust Harley Quinn. Now, I know that is a horrible thing to say, but if I had to trust either one, Harley does seem to be the more of the same one.
Well, in the animated series that happened, Batman was looking for the Joker, he went and got her, and then even in that the new movie that came out earlier this year, last year, excuse me, I can't remember when it came out, Batman Harley Quinn, they did the same thing again and went to get her help.
Yeah.
Against Poison Ivy. I forget who it was, because I haven't seen the whole movie. I
was
started watching.
Poison Ivy and
Poison Ivy was in it, but I don't know if that was the main.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been because most recently I just watched Bad Blood with Batwoman in it and Batwing.
But this one took on the vein of the animated series, like it was drawn.
It was drawn
series. The only thing that bothered me was the voice was wrong. Like they didn't get the original voice for Harley Quinn, and her voice.
Who was her original voice? Was it Tara Strong or was it someone else?
It was someone else.
I think. Okay. Yeah. I know Tara Strong has done her, but I don't think she was the original. But y'all let us know in the comments. I know you will. But speaking of animated, I thought this came out, but it's earlier. The Marvel Rising trailer, which slipped by me. I completely missed it, so I'm gonna throw it in so I can talk about it because I never talked about it before. The Marvel Rising trailer, I like the energy that we're getting. Kind of like a Avatar / Voltron, Young Justice like look at our heroes in the Marvel universe. I'm down for it. Mm-hmm. Like I'm really feeling it. It's something. It seems kind of like light and fun, but without being bubblegum, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm digging the flavor. Are you liking the new animated style that they have? Because Marvel has been changing their animation style because they know it was trash. So
they talking about like the cartoons that came out, like the Avengers and Spider-Man.
Yeah, they knew them joys.
I was cool with the animation on that.
It was whack compared to DC though. It was whack.
See, this is what I do. I don't compare them.
Oh, I compare. I'll be like, why is this sweet? Why does it look like squares with an eyeball? Alright, this is what I'm just saying. Look.
I mean, they all had their own. Batman animated series looked a certain way.
Yeah,
X-Men looked a certain way.
Yeah,
so, you know the Denny.
But Marvel back then was kind of killing it, and then it seems like after a while it was just like, oh, we don't care no more. I feel like
the X-Men was dope.
Yeah, but I feel like right after that period of time, they stopped caring. I feel like they was just like, nah, we'll just let anybody animate our stuff.
Well, I know when they after 2012, because you know they had Avengers, then they had the Hulk cartoon, and Spider-Man. They were all drawn the same way.
Yeah, and I ain't like none of those.
Though, I mean, they were okay. I won't like raving about them, but I was just like, okay, they were cool. And then people don't talk that Fantastic Four. That was dope. That only ran for like a season.
Yeah, that was actually kind of sweet.
It was like anime style.
I'm trying to think. It had kind of like a maybe like Peter Chung kind of look to it. It was just odd enough and anime enough to like fill a void, and I thought that was really dope, man. The Fantastic Four was on point. Kudos for Marvel for holding that down.
Back to the show we're talking about now. The animation's cool. I mean, I have no complaints against it. It doesn't look horrible. There's been some animation that just looks downright horrible or doesn't fit the characters, like it's either too kiddie or not detailed enough. Yeah. So it's
it looks like they're striking a dope balance between that detail and kind of, I guess, letting the lines breathe.
Then I'd be sitting there trying to compare it to Young Justice, and the Young Justice would blow it away 10 times out of 10. Yeah. And I wouldn't do that.
Young Justice. Man, it's about time for us to see some Young Justice.
That's not coming out till 2019, I don't think.
Yeah, but it is about time to see a trailer or something. Like, they've been tripping on us.
Maybe they'll do something DC, today.
Holla at us. They might drop something today while we filming. Come on, DC. Look, holla at me before y'all do stuff. But anyway, before we get into some Adult Swim stuff, is Daredevil Season 3 new trailer. Yes.
And that actually comes out this year.
It comes out in like 2 weeks. Or next week, 2 weeks.
I don't know if Netflix and Marvel, whoever, is trying to swing for the fences, because they brought out 4 titles this year. Usually they do 3.
They're not playing.
Usually they do 3, but 4?
All right, let's think. You got 2 movies already. 3 movies already.
Well, I won't even talk about that. I just talk about Netflix-wise.
Because I'm talking about like you got 3 movies.
Marvel's just greedy.
Then you got TV shows that have been solid. Luke Cage has been solid. Jessica Jones was solid. Iron Fist was better than the first season. It was better than the first season, y'all. Come on, give it its props. Now, I have been told that when you're in the basement, it's not hard to go higher than that, but it was better than the first season. And now you got Daredevil Season 3.
I watched some of the first season in Kuwait. I'm like, this isn't as bad as people said it was.
Well, see, that's because they lowered your standards. You read the reviews and you thought,
I didn't read any reviews. I heard.
Well, you heard people's stuff, but it lowered your expectations.
But I looked at it for what it was. I mean, the dude was just raw rookie.
No, but he's not supposed to be. He's already beat the dragon, so he's already beat up a dragon on his own.
But he was a raw when it came to people skills.
Okay, all right, okay.
That part and being a regular, everyday human being. Okay. But now, granted, if he beat the dragon, his fighting skills should have been par excellence.
Yo, his fighting skills.
But you know that the actor didn't get to train.
All right, yeah. Now, I will say in this season, you can see he looks a lot better as a fighter.
Daredevil didn't train like months out.
Yo, Daredevil, he ain't playing.
Let's get back to Daredevil.
So, in this season, not only is he like, yeah, I'm Daredevil, I'm going to be the devil, I ain't playing, I'm going to be evil, I don't care, I'm going to do what it takes to take these people down.
Well, guess what? Evil, you mean by killing people or what?
Yeah, I think he's back to killing people.
Did he kill anybody before?
I think he killed people before.
No, I'm talking about the show.
Oh no, I don't think he killed nobody.
Because I don't remember Daredevil.
Yeah, because him and Punisher were fighting over. All right, yeah. Look, but bottom line is he ain't playing. All right, he breaking bones and he taking names. All right, and your boy Wilson Fisk like, yo, let me get that parole though. Let me get that parole. And now he got everybody hoodwinked thinking that he a good guy. You know what I'm saying? You say put the Lex Luthor on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Got everybody trusting in him. And look, don't trust nobody who's bald-headed and in jail. All right, no, let me take that back. I was just playing. No, look, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You're not in jail.
But I ain't in jail. If someone stares at a white wall for like a real long time, can't trust that. I'm just saying. But it's great TV. I'm glad he's back.
Do you want to talk about what we saw at the end, or should I just keep my mouth shut?
No, we gonna talk about that.
Did that happen in the comic book? I got into Daredevil on the Michael Bryan Bendis run in the 2000s.
Okay,
that's when I got in there. That was a really good run.
Before or after Man Without Fear? Was that before or after that? That was before, I think.
Well, there was a Shadowland type comic at the end where you were totally evil and joined up with the Hand, and it had a black and gray or red accents uniform.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't like him being a bad guy.
But I liked it up to that point.
Yeah, but this trailer, it seems like we're getting someone who is at the end of their rope, and I like that as a character.
You mean end of the rope, as in they might end the show soon?
Yeah, and at the end of their rope, as they don't care anymore. They're gonna do whatever it takes. They're not worried about anything. They're not scared of anything. Are you talking about the showrunners?
Well, no, not the characters.
The character himself. So like Daredevil himself, he doesn't care anymore.
No,
he's like,
did the end of season 2 turn this way, or was what happened in Defenders? I haven't seen that, so I didn't see that.
So in Defenders, I will say this: at the end of Defenders, everybody believes him to be dead. I think that's the most vague way I can put it. Mm-hmm. So, of course, we got to make more money, so he is not dead. We're going to make another show. So he's back, but the way he's come back, you can see he's more grittier. He doesn't care. He's ready. He's ready for that fight.
We don't see a redhead in none of the trailer. Remember his assistant? They used to work with him?
There is one shot of her hugging Foggy. There's one shot, but that's like real quick.
Okay.
But at the end of the trailer, at the end of the trailer,
because he let me get tricked. One here.
Tell him about
I'm
this.
like, he changed his uniform back to that low tech one. He's like, yeah, he did. Oh, I'm like, okay.
He went old school.
So they showed the uniform, and I'm like, okay, cool. Then you see his little nunchucks get thrown, and the dude catches it. Who caught it? The
original one caught.
The original one caught the nunchucks.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait a minute, it's 2 Daredevils. So there's another Daredevil walking around.
Fisk was smart.
Did Fisk have something to do with this Daredevil? Or is this dude doing something on his own? Could this be something dealing with the hand?
So. I'd assume so, because you see Fisk looking at the news, and when she says like Daredevil's the one that did it, you see him smile. I believe that Fisk hired Bullseye to act as Daredevil, mess up stuff, kill people, hurt people, whatever.
Oh, I forgot about Bullseye. Yeah.
And now we have someone who's sort of on par with Daredevil. I don't think I'd ever, and I know he's a huge Daredevil villain, but I've never seen Bullseye as being on Daredevil's level. Just because you're a great marksman doesn't mean that, I should put you on the level of someone who's like hand level fighting ability. I can't put him on that level. But
he's giving him a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So he must be on some type of par with him.
This makes for a very interesting look at because see, now Daredevil that was originally in this trailer like, I don't care, I'm going to do what I have to do. What does he want his legacy to be? You know what I'm saying? Because this dude is out here playing with his legacy. People were thinking Daredevil was a hero. Now they like this dude killing people. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what are you going to do about it? And I'm excited. This thing looks dope.
When does it come out?
I know there's some people like the WRIR girl out there that has seen some episodes. You know, I wish I could have seen some episodes.
Hold up. Someone already seen episodes?
Yeah, because they do the review copies. Apparently, my email got lost. I'm going to just think, Marvel, that you lost my email or address.
Whoa.
But
we'll talk about that offline.
They send out review copies and stuff, and I ain't get one. I'm just saying, where mine at? But
so they've already done a review of it?
Yeah.
And posted it on the internet?
Well, right now they can only talk in vague terms about it. They can't do exact reviews.
Oh, they're just trying to churn up excitement about it.
Yeah, they can't do their full reviews. I can't remember when the embargo lifts, but I think it's that Monday before or whatever. But then you'll see the full reviews and all that good stuff. Mm. So, guys, she herself said it's great. I'm thinking it's great. Y'all seen the trailers. We've seen the trailers. What's your favorite part of the Daredevil Season 3 trailer? Mine is just seeing him put that old suit back on. That mask, that old school, because you know he going gritty. He going back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? That's that real. How about you?
I think just seeing Fisk out and knowing that he's getting out. And
the way he was punching that dude in the
head. Some type of shadiness. And that the parts when he's like interacting with Daredevil, and basically, no, we both know who each other are.
Yeah, it's like, I know you, you know me.
And so I remember you making a threat toward me, and I don't forget that. And I'm about to collect.
Oh, snap. So, yeah, it's... I also wonder
I forgot that Daredevil made a threat. He made a threat to him in jail, right?
Yeah. So, now I also
wonder him slamming him into the daggone table and stuff.
Yeah, they've been serious.
Your gorilla slamming him into the table.
They've been serious.
Did he know he was
and
Daredevil?
And also remember... Fisk got an enemy in someone else that Daredevil know. Mr. Punisher. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Punisher was at the
Frank Castle himself. Well, see, Frank went to jail and Fisk tried to have him killed. And Frank was like, oh, you trying to kill people though? So it's this, not only should this series be dope, but I'm interested in what characters we'll see cameo. Mm-hmm. I think we got a hit on our hands, guys. I think we got a dope show coming, and I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. So with all that said, that's all our New York Comic Con. We're done. That's all our New York Comic Con stuff. But also, I wanted to hear from the man himself, who's there every day. You know what I'm saying?
Going today too. After this,
going today. You know what I'm saying? I'll be at Shriek Fest, holding it down on that horror movie news, and we'll put that up tomorrow.
There's another horror movie type thing going on. My homegirl told me about.
Screamfest is next weekend.
No. There's something going on.
Right
week.
Now.
Like when they just show movies.
And
they had the guy from the original Mike Myers come in.
Dang.
She told me the name of it. Dang it. It's on my computer. I can't think right now.
We'll drop it down in the comments. Let us know the
every
events.
year they watch something and then they'll review it and stuff. And it's out here. She's like, a couple years ago they talked about Predator and had Arnold. Arnold came out.
Dang. All right, cool. That's dope. So, Adult Swim Festival. You've been there. You have. This is the first year. You have soaked it in. What's it like, man? What is Adult Swim Festival like?
I actually like it. It exposed me to a lot of different artists and musical acts that I have never seen before.
Word.
You might have caught glimpses of them when, on Adult Swim they play that little musical clip and stuff.
Yeah, the bumps or whatever.
So that's why I went, because a lot of these people are acts and groups that I have not. They're more underground maybe or niche. Yeah. And so I've seen some cool stuff. In the 2 days that I've been, Friday was like the preview day, and I saw everything that happened that day. So they had this one dude, I can't remember his name right now, and then they had Metro Boomin perform. He did a set, all his beats basically he made. Yeah. And then you had T-Pain perform his songs he did in the Freaknik musical that came out a few years ago. And
I saw Carl Jones put that up.
His singles and his features from different songs that he was on. That was cool, and I've always appreciated T-Pain.
Shouts out to T-Pain, someone else who watches the show. Big shout out to you, much love.
And then yesterday, I missed like the first hour. I probably missed the first couple of hours a day, but from everything that I saw yesterday till late last night, just dope. Like the way they have it set up, one act will perform on one stage, and as soon as they end the stage on the opposite end of the venue, you go over there. Now toward the end of the day, there's a couple of acts that kind of overlapped. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, you had the ability to see everybody if you wanted to.
Word, cool.
They had,
and then it gives them time to set up and tear down. And
kind of reminds me of MagFest. That's how MagFest is, the one stage and all of that. But it was pretty dope. They had Flying Lotus in 3D. That was dope last night. And he played a couple of tracks. He said he got a new album coming out. He said he's mastering it. I don't know what the date is, but that was dope. Thundercat performed. I had heard the name in circles.
Thundercat, love that cat.
I heard names in circles. I never heard his music before, but that was cool.
Very, very interesting, especially bass lines. And he did a lot of work with Flying Lotus as his style was changing coming into Cosmogramma. So when Flying Lotus did Cosmogramma, there was a lot of work that Thundercat did with him on that. And just dope. Both of them are dope.
Like Thundercat will play a song and they'll play like a song with set rules to it. And then they'll play that they'll play the song and go through a couple of cycles of the set rules, and then he'll just go off like jamming, vibing, experimenting.
Because he'll be like, it'll be like,
it reminds me of when I saw a video of Coltrane and like how he makes his music. Like it's not like a set formula. They kind of like go all over the place. They figure it out. And then bring it back all together at the end. That's how I felt Thundercat reminded me of. I saw Trippie Redd. He's like a rapper. No.
It's very funny because you're like, he's like a rapper.
No, because I didn't know what to expect. I seen a picture of the guy before, but didn't know who he was. So he's a dude with dreads, but he's got him like dyed like this kind of like bright but yet dark red. He came in with a red bandana with it was a robe made all red bandana style. You know how the bandana got the signs and stuff in it. So I don't know if he has, but no. His songs that he performed, for the most part, were mostly like emotional songs.
Okay.
And him doing stuff. But the part that tripped me out was like his DJ was like, y'all need to get hype. But I'm thinking the songs you're doing are not hype songs.
They're not hype songs, yeah.
But one thing I did like about him, and I'm not trying to diss
him. It's like y'all want us to get hype for
Dear Mama. But want him doing it.
But yeah, I know. But I'm just saying.
He said it a couple of times, like, I feed off of y'all. But I'm like, we can't get hype if you're doing like an emotional.
Yeah, you're doing like a very emotional
song about a girl or about your dead homies or something like that. Now that you gotta have a get buck song.
You need to.
But one thing I like, he didn't stay on the stage. He got off the stage, climbed down, and was in the front. And where I was at, they have at the Adult Swim Festival, it's 18 and up, but they have a 18 to 20 side, and then a 21 and up side for people who can drink.
Oh.
And so they're separated at the stage he was at, and there's a walkway separate. I mean, the little gate partitions are separated on each side, and like the sound guys go down there, they're wiring sound back to the sound booth. He came and walked down there, so I'm right there. He like walked right by me. He was giving people fives, let them take pictures of them real quick and stuff. That caught them off guard. They weren't expecting that.
Yo.
So he likes mingling with the crowd. But the thing I really respected about him was at the end of the show, and I guess he was a friend of Extacion, the dude that got
XXX.
Yeah, I've never really heard his music either. But, and I'm not saying that in a demeaning way. I just never. But
because like I knew of him, but I never heard a lot of his stuff. I think I might have heard one.
Or like
song.
that other dude with the tattoos on his face that talks trash about everybody.
Oh, Tekashi. Let's not go there. Back to Trippie Redd.
Yeah, but at the end of his set, he sat down on the stage on the sound speaker on the front. You know how they got the little mini ones. He sat down and he was like, hey, I want to thank all y'all for coming out here. Even though you might not rock with me, you stayed and listened to me. Even though you might not know my material and stuff, but you stayed. Like, he just thanked us and appreciated us and all that.
And, respect, man. Shouts.
I mean, people say, oh, thanks, blah, 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 blah. But he, said, a heartfelt.
He really,
like hey,
like
thanks
that's
for
sincere.
taking the time to come out. You might not know me, but thank you for taking the time for still staying and watching my set. And his set was pretty packed too.
Wow, word up.
And so I was like, oh, he's
respect,
humble. Respect. So I couldn't help but have respect for him for being like that, because if the artist is like that,
that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, but respect for him. So I'm going back for the final day. Today is going to be crazy because they got like a Rick and Morty experience going on. Run the Jewels will be performing. I've seen them twice, so I'm ready. The only thing I didn't like about it, not like, but maybe because it's first time festival, the only merch they had was Adult Swim merch. I saw merch for one. It looked like one of the acts, but like none of the other acts.
Oh, so no, like you couldn't get like a Flying Lotus album, or you couldn't get like a Thundercat shirt, or y'all gotta get that together.
I want to see what happens today. Will they let Run the Jewels, because Run the Jewels has a big merch thing, and so does Rick and Morty, but they both do their merch, I think, through the same company.
Oh, okay.
Daylight Curfew. Because when I get emails from Daylight Curfew, they be having stuff for Run the Jewels, and it's some of the same stuff that I bought at their concerts.
Okay.
And then they also be sending stuff about Rick and Morty. And then they've done mashups between Rick and Morty and Run the Jewels.
Okay.
So when they Run the Jewels, as I guess they like comics, because they've done a couple of Run the Jewels covers from Marvel for different characters that are Run the Jewels inspired. In fact, the one that's worth the most is the Deadpool one. That thing's worth at least like $500, I think, maybe $600. It's probably worth more now that the movie came out. But it'll be other acts there today, so I can't wait to get over there to see the rest. The only other thing, there won't any seats anywhere. I wish there was some area where people could sit down and take
relax,
a break
man. Sit down.
Standing up.
So your feet don't be killing you.
Can't go back out. I don't think you can go back out to your car. Because if I would have went to my car to like chill for a second, but I don't think you can go back.
Festivals, you always need somewhere for people to sit. Now, I don't mind you creating a time limit for them to sit, but you do need to give everybody about 10 minutes to sit down when need be. You know what I'm saying? And you can do that. LA Comic Con did that. No, Anime Expo did it this year. Where they had this area where you could come in and kind of chill, relax, sit down for a second, and then, you have to go. But, it was a nice way to kind of get people in and out. And, they had like, bottled water, refreshments, or whatever. So it can be done, you know what I'm saying? But for next year, get that joint on point.
What else? They had like some 3D experience thing that you could go into. And then they had this big ball that's from the hamburger thing from, what's that show that comes on the adults? It's like the talking piece of hamburger.
Oh, you're talking about Master Shake, Frylock.
No, that's not C-Lab. That's not C-Lab.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay, yeah. It had something that you could go into. I don't know what it was.
Aqua Teen is stupid. It's funny because that show actually tried to have a plot at the beginning, and then after like the first 3 episodes or whatever, they're like, look, all right, forget it. Ain't no plot. Look, it's just dumb stuff.
Oh, another thing they had was like slap your uvula. The uvula. Basically, it was like a cat with a mouth and the uvula's hanging out, and it's got the little ladder. And you got to climb up it's a suspended ladder, and you got to balance it so you don't fall. And they got the bouncy part, so if you fall, you fall. You got that. If you make it up there, you can slap it. And they had that. They had a little miniature golf with Rick and Morty, where you try to knock the ball through, and then they had instead of like how you got to ride the bull, they had ride a hot dog. It was like a hot dog.
All right, guys. I'm not even going to go there because it's too easy. It's too easy. Ladies, just be careful. So.
All I know is, for the first time, it's cool. I have some things to say about the cost of some things, but I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, festivals in general, like, dude, bring the price down. Come on. Like, it don't need to be that expensive.
But yeah, I've had fun. It was a good experience. I'm glad I'm to be a part of the first one. I got merch. I got T-shirts. I got the sweater, the zip-up sweater, the hoodie. I got the Rick and Morty windbreaker.
All right.
And I got a couple Adult Swim shirts and a Rick and Morty shirt. There's other stuff I wanted to get, but a little too costly out of it.
Y'all be tripping.
So, but all in all, I had a good time, and I can't wait till after we do this to go down and, you know, finish out day 3.
Yeah. Yo, so guys, that's it. Y'all heard about New York Comic Con. There's tons of other news. Let's jump in the comments and talk about it. And you heard about Adult Swim Fest. Really quick, before we bounce, what's your favorite show from Adult Swim? I want to know. Mine would probably be... I probably had to say Boondocks. I love me some Black Dynamite. I might have to say Boondocks.
I would have to go with Boondocks too, and then later, because they added it to Adult Swim, Samurai Jack.
Yeah, because Samurai Jack's kind of weird because it's like sort of Adult Swim and sort of not. Well, so yeah, I'll give you that one too. Yeah,
that as Adult Swim because at first it wasn't on Adult Swim.
Yeah,
and Adult Swim on around.
But that last season was heat.
I mean, yeah, they had to do that. But I was looking at Adult Swim last night when I came back, and they put the original episodes on there now. But they're not dark like that to be on there because Samurai Jack was coming on Boomerang.
Yeah.
Only the last season was that dark, you know.
Yeah, the last season came through.
Yeah. I wish they did it a little bit longer, but hey.
Yeah, it's like, look, you gotta take what you can get.
Yeah.
Gotta take what you can get. So, before we bounce, to my right, I have the awesome, esteemed colleague doing it on radio, killing it, crushing it, all kinds of events, comic book reviews, interviews, all kinds of fly stuff when it comes to sci-fi. Avery Evans, what's up, man?
All right, so on the radio, I go by the name of the Kultural Khameleon. That's with 2 Ks versus the Cs. And I have a show called Choppin' It Up, Geek that airs on 97.3 FM, Richmond Independent Radio. That's this shirt here, WRIR, and you know, located in Richmond, Virginia. You can listen out of state on WRIR.org and go to the Listen tab. And there's a news and talk archive player. You can find Choppin' It Up Geek on there.
That's right.
I don't really do too many reviews, but I just like to talk to the creators, artists, writers, pencilers, whatever you have, and talk to them, and they become the star of my show. That's how I do.
He got him, man.
Do different types of genres from comic books, horror, Magic the Gathering, video games, whatever. You know, just exposed to different niches.
He puts it in, yo. He puts in mad work. Like he was when you were deployed, you were still dropping stuff.
Yeah, that's because most of that was pre-recorded.
Yeah, but still, I
also did some stuff because I went to the Kuwait Comic Con, and that might be a new flavor to do some international type conventions. I got a guy I met who's from Nigerian Lagos who brings out a title. And,
and shout out to all my folks in Nigeria who've been on my Facebook page lately. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Dope. But yeah, man. Yo, trust me, some great interviews. So, before we bounce, of course, NERDSoul. Hit that like button. Subscribe. If you hit that dislike button, I'm just saying, I see you. So, make sure to share this out to your folks. And before we bounce, this is from us to you saying peace. And we out.